There is a dark spot on Neptune that does not behave like something that should exist. It is a massive, dark void, an Earth-sized shadow cutting through the planet's atmosphere. Scientists once assumed it was permanent, a lasting mark frozen into Neptune's atmosphere. But when NASA's spacecraft flew past Neptune in 1989, they caught a glimpse of it. And what they found inside revealed something far stranger. So, let's go inside. Neptune is the 8th and farthest known planet from the Sun, an ice giant nearly 4 times wider than Earth. We call it an ice giant not because it is covered in frozen ice like a snowy world, but because a big part of its deep interior is thought to be a slushy mix of water, ammonia, and methane under extreme pressure. Neptune also has these 5 faint, dusty rings that circle the planet, like dim halos in the darkness. There is no solid ground here, no land, no surface to stand on, only layer after layer of atmosphere, growing thicker and stranger the deeper you go, all wrapped around a small, dense core, barely the size of Earth. And out here, about 2.8 billion miles from the Sun, in a deep, frozen darkness, Neptune somehow produces some of the most violent forces ever seen in the solar system. Nothing shows that violence more clearly than the planet's most mysterious feature, the Great Dark Spot. This is the real image of Neptune's Great Dark Spot, first seen by Voyager 2 during its flyby in 1989. It appeared as a huge pitch-black oval cutting through the planet's bright blue clouds, stretching about 8,000 miles across, almost the size of Earth itself. 5 years later, astronomers pointed the Hubble telescope at Neptune to see whether the dark spot was still there. What astronomers found changed the story completely. The original spot was gone, and a new dark spot was appearing elsewhere on Neptune. That meant it was not a permanent scar in the planet's sky. It was forming, changing, and vanishing over time, and nothing about it made any sense. For decades, scientists assumed the dark spot was simply a hole in Neptune's clouds, a window into the abyss below. But in 2023, astronomers using the VLT, the Very Large Telescope, one of the world's most powerful astronomical facilities in the Chilean Andes, revealed something far more dramatic. This was not an empty opening at all. It was a monstrous storm, alive and shifting inside Neptune's atmosphere. The winds driving this spot are among the most violent ever recorded in the solar system. While the most destructive tornadoes on Earth cap out at 186 miles per hour, the winds surrounding Neptune's dark void have been measured at speeds exceeding 1,240 miles per hour, faster than the speed of sound on Earth, and far faster than the strongest Category 5 hurricanes ever recorded. The upper atmosphere of Neptune is made mostly of hydrogen and helium, while deeper layers create conditions that darken particles in the atmosphere and give the spot its color. Even stranger, VLT's observations found a rare, deep-level bright cloud sitting right beside it. These are companion clouds, methane ice crystals formed when gas is forced upward through the edges of the vortex, freezing as it reaches the upper atmosphere. But here is where Neptune becomes almost impossible to understand. On Earth, storms are powered by warm oceans and sunlight. There is always a clear energy source beneath them. Neptune has none of that. It sits in a deep freeze, hovering near minus 220 degrees Celsius, receiving less than 0.1% of the solar energy Earth gets. And yet, even this frozen world drives some of the fastest and most aggressive atmospheric jet streams ever observed. That lack of a clear heat source raises an uncomfortable question. how can Neptune build a storm this violent in the first place? Scientists eventually realized the answer lies in Neptune's own interior. Unlike Earth, Neptune has no ocean to steal warmth from, and no continents to break up the flow. It is an enormous atmosphere stacked in layer after layer, growing denser and stranger as it sinks deeper into the planet. Far below those cloud tops, Neptune is still holding on to heat from the time it was born. Some of that energy was trapped during the planet's formation, while some more is generated as gravity slowly compresses the planet, turning pressure into heat over time. Deeper inside, the pressure becomes so extreme that methane breaks apart, and the carbon atoms are forced into solid, crystalline structures. In theory, that means it could rain diamonds. Enormous hailstones of solid diamond sink through a superheated mix of water and ammonia, releasing heat as they descend toward the core. These processes can drive temperatures of more than 4,000 degrees Celsius deep inside the planet. All of this heat rises through Neptune's atmosphere and helps create massive storms. In the upper layers, those storms become the dark spots we see from far away. When one of these storms drifts too close to the equator, the winds at different latitudes begin fighting each other. The vortex gets stretched, twisted, and pulled apart by a process scientists call shear disruption. In simple terms, the storm is torn to pieces by the different wind layers around it. That is why Neptune's dark spots are temporary. They are born, they rage, and most of them disappear within a few years.